Those who articulated a perspective and tried to persuade us that the 2 degrees Celsius is a sound choice have made a trade-off between life, humanity, and profit and rent-seeking pursuits. It has no base in science. The very reports that they try to persuade us that they're based on do not support their case. The IPCC AR4 says that 2 degrees Celsius will result in Africa warming up to 3.5. And the small islands, the states, equally being threatened by the sea level rise. I would say this, and I'll say it with absolute conviction. 2 degrees Celsius is certain death for Africa, is certain devastation of island states. A policy decision maker, a scientist who tried to do that is definitely not only ill-advising others, he is ill-advising himself. So that's one fundamental, if not the starting proposition for beginning a sound negotiations and discussions. Second issue is the issue of reductions of emissions. There must be radical reductions of emissions starting from now. In our view, by 2017, we should cut, developed countries must cut by 52%, 65% by 2020, 80% by 2030, well above 100 by 2050. And this is very important because the more you defer action, the more you condemn millions of people to immeasurable suffering. And I will say this to our colleagues from Western civil society. You have definitely sided with a small group of industrialists and their representatives in your executive branches. Nothing more than that. You have become an instrument of your governments. Whatever you say, whether you think it's because it's tactically shrewd or not, it's an error that you should not continue to make. Many of you would say $400 billion is a lot of money. Well, think about how much is being poured into your defense budgets. And which wars are you fighting? Is there another war greater than this war on climate change? I don't think so. But let me equally give you the fallacy related to how big this amount is. The European today were proud to announce that there will be $2.3 billion or $2.5 billion available from now until 2012. Well, the sad news is $300 billion was the amount of money that bankers in London City pocketed this year. So ask yourself, are your executive branches climate skeptics? Notwithstanding their utterances like Prime Minister of the UK that the cost of inaction on climate change is irreparable. His actions say he is worse than the worst of climate skeptics. If he allows bankers to pocket $300 billion because of incentivizing profit-seeking activities, and he says 500 million is the maximum that the United Kingdom government can afford to pay to support climate change. What are we saying? What are you saying? I wonder what the distinguished colleagues from Cannes are saying about that. Many of you equally, and I would say this, and I would have never thought that one day I will accuse a civil society of such thing. Dividing the G77 or helping divide G77 is simply something that should be left to the CIAs, the KGBs, and the rest. It's mind-boggling and I say this having been the beneficiary of absolute support from civil society. Many of you may not know this. I come from southern Sudan. We've been through wars for almost 90% of our lives since independence. So I'm not sure what happened exactly to the civil society that I know, or at least knew. So I want to just to say join hands with those of us who really want a real change. Because I'm confident it will come. And it will come, let me say this, whether you do or you don't. But let it not be the case that Western civil society sided with the power that be in the West. Thank you.